some news about the blues, baby. You know, the blues, the godfather of every modern genre, from rock and roll and pop, and jazz and country and folk. The late great blues singer Etta James had a great quote. She said, "You can't fake this kind of music. You might be a great singer or a great musician, but in the end, that's got nothing to do with it. It's how you connect to the songs and to the history behind them." Oh, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Mark T. Small, who understands that connection, and his music reflects his brilliance that takes him back over 40 years of playing music and learning to play fiddle tunes on the guitar in the style of Doc Watson and Norman Blake. From his early start with his own Chicago-style blues band, the Lonesome Strangers, that was a band that was a favorite staple here on the New England club circuit for years. Mark joins me. He's played on the bill with greats like Johnny Winter and James Cotton, Toots and the Maytals, and Jonathan Edwards, Shorty Billups, and James Montgomery, just to name a few. And just recently, ladies and gentlemen, put your heart and your hands together for a nice round of applause, because Mark T. Small won the coveted Best Blues Album of 2014 by the prestigious Blues Blast magazine for his Smokin' Blues album. He is the consummate electrifying performer who breathes new life into his songs, and you will hear that in just a moment, as you're hearing it right now. And just before he goes on concert tomorrow at the Wamsutta Club, you can see Mark T. Small and Eddie Dillon at the Wamsutta Club tomorrow evening. Mark has brought his acoustic guitar, and he's going to smoke them airwaves with some blues magic and some news about the blues. Oh, baby, is it great to welcome Mark T. Small to the broadcast. Oh, yes. Love it. What a pleasure. What a real pleasure. Mark, it's nice to have you with us here.
Well, thanks for having me, Phil.
Absolutely. I have so many different areas I want to start with, but first, your passion is so beautiful. Your connection to music. Take us back to when that first started. When did the first note jump off of the fiddle or off the page, or how did it all begin for you?
Well, as far as the blues is concerned, I guess I was a teenager at the time, and I had heard some bands that were, internationally known bands that were playing rock that had kind of a blues tinge to them. Right. And as I looked deeper into the music, I found where it all started, and it started with the blues. Every form of American music started with the blues.
The godfather of all musical genres.
It really is.
You have not only a beautiful presentation, but your soul, your spirit is infused in your music, and that differentiates performers from people who get it.
Thank you so much.
And obviously, I'm not the only one who recognizes this prestigious magazine. Blues Blast magazine has also noticed this.
I'm thrilled.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
That is a tremendous accomplishment.
I'm very happy. I just got back from the awards ceremony in Champaign, Illinois, at the Fluid Events Center. And I played and did not expect to win, and was just shocked. It was just, the guys that in the different categories, there were 12 categories, and many of my heroes were in there. It's still funny for me to look at the winners list and see my name stuck in there.
Well, that's where you belong.
Well, thank you so much.
Who are a few of your mentors?
Well, some of the guys that won were like James Cotton and Buddy Guy.
Wow.
But my mentors, from a guitar standpoint, I guess John Lee Hooker is one of my favorites. And old John Lee was he was the king of the groove. I always say, if it wasn't for John Lee Hooker, that ZZ Top would have been singing Zippity Doo Dah. And it's true. This groove, that's John Lee Hooker, and you can hear all the old rock and roll tunes all have that. He's a big influence. Johnny Winter, who just died recently, I had the opportunity to open for him a few times, and since I was in my mid-teens, he was just a hero. The guy just amazing guitar player.
If the blues roots are African rhythms, would you say that the early Mississippi Delta blues that I hear in your songs are one of the greatest loves that you have?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. It's, you know what it is it's a wonderful palette to paint with. It you know, I would never want to put down any genre of music, but pop music, for instance, is very personal. It's the songs are written about, you know, my girl Sally, or very personal, going to Carolina in my mind, very personal experiences. But the blues are more generic. Everybody can relate to minutes seem like hours, hours seem like days, or her daddy must have been a millionaire. I can tell by the way she walks. You know, it's something that everybody can relate to.
It's you know, I also find what's great about the blues is you can express lament of injustice, or longing for a better life, or you know, maybe lost loves. But blues is also, on the other side, a dance music, a raucous dance music that celebrates pleasure and success. It fuses both of those together.
It really does.
And you know what you were just playing there? What did you call that?
That's the John Lee Hooker groove.
I love that. Speaking of celebrating pleasure and success, congratulations. We are with Mark T. Small. If you want to hear more and you want to see where Mark T. Small is playing, where his schedule is, just go to Mark T. Small. That's M-A-R-K-T as in, what, Thomas?
Todd. Very New England.
Mark T. Small. S-M-A-L-L. And you will find not only the best acoustic blues album of 2014 there, but maybe you can give us a taste of your incredible brilliance.
Oh, thank you. I'd be glad to. This is a song by Blind Boy Fuller, and this is the figure in this is a boogie woogie. It's called Step It Up and Go. Got a little girl live upstairs, making a living just putting on airs. She gotta step it up and go. Step it up and go. You can't stand Pat Mama, now you gotta step it up and go. Got a little girl named Bow, give a little bit and she took it all. Gotta step it up and go. Step it up and go. You can't stand Pat Mama, now you gotta step it up and go. I was born in Louisiana in the middle of a swamp like a backwater bullfrog. I'm ready to jump, thank God. This is what I get. 'Cause I'm the boogie, 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 boogie man from Somerset. Me and my baby walking down the street, telling everybody everybody about the chief of police. You gotta step it up and go. Step it up and go. Well, you can't stand Pat Mama, now you gotta step it up and go. Well, you can't stand Pat Mama, now you gotta step it up and go. Well, you can't stand Pat Mama, now you gotta step it up and go.
Wow, beautiful. Absolutely brilliant. I mean that. Mark T. Small. And Mark is going to be appearing tomorrow evening in a wonderful concert. And I want to remind you that Infinity Productions is presenting the Small Dylan Concert featuring Mark and Eddie Dillon. And it's happening Wednesday, tomorrow, November the 5th, 7 o'clock at the Wamsetta Club on County Street in New Bedford. Tickets are only $15 to hear this kind of brilliant, wonderful music. If you want tickets, 508-509-2670 is the number. There's going to be a special menu and a full bar available for purchase. And we're all going to be celebrating Mark's recent award for Best Blues Album of 2014 by Blues Blast magazine. So join us for a very special evening with two amazingly talented entertainers, Mark T. Small and Eddie Dillon. Again, for tickets, 508-509-2670. But I know that Mark wants to give away some tickets right here, right now on the air. Okay? So maybe we can give them away to the third caller. Would that be fine? All right. Why don't we do that? 508-996-0500. And while we wait for your phone calls to come in, a couple of free tickets for tomorrow night's concert. Tell us a little bit about Chicago-style blues.
Okay. There are really two different styles, basic styles of the blues. The first style was the early bluesmen trying to imitate the sound of a piano, and that's using the fingers, that kind of stuff that I was playing in the opening. It was acoustic. The first guy was Blind Lemon Jefferson out of Dallas, and it migrated down into the Mississippi Delta. Later, music became urbanized and electrified, and with the advent of the electric guitar and drums and bass, it became much more hard driving. Versus that, or that old style blues. So Chicago, they say Muddy Waters was one of the first. He was the first for the European crowd to hear. His tour in the 50s of Europe was the first time they heard that music. But for me as a guitar player playing Chicago blues is I use a little stomp box, just a wooden box that I stomp my foot on to be the drum beat,
right,
and play with a plectrum or a pick with the right hand to get that. It's more hard driving.
How awesome is this? Oh my God. He's not only a fabulous entertainer, he's an educator. He really is. He connects right to your heart. This is, folks, somebody who is to be applauded. One of our own in this region, Mark T. Small, who recently was awarded the Best Blues Album of 2014 by Blues Blast magazine. Let's go to our phone lines. Caller, you are caller number one.
Okay, I wanted the tickets. Thank you.
Thank you so very, very much. Caller, you are number two.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for listening. And caller, you are the winner of tomorrow night's tickets. Maybe we'll give away a few more, but what is your name? Congratulations.
Phil, it's Joanne.
Joanne who?
Marks.
Oh, Joanne Marks. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Joanne, you and maybe Olivia, who knows, or somebody of your family is going to be our special guest tomorrow night at the Wamsetta Club to see Mark T. Small and his wonderful partner, Eddie Dillon. Joanne?
Very nice.
I want you to pick up the tickets at the door, though.
Okay, that's fine.
And anything that you want to ask of Mark? I mean, you are the parent of a very talented person yourself.
I am, but I think what I'm going to do is my brother-in-law is a musician. He's in 2 bands locally. He's been a musician for many, many years. So actually tomorrow is Olivia's birthday, and she's going to be at school. So I'm thinking I might give this to my brother-in-law and my sister, and they can attend.
What are their names? I'll put it in their names then.
Bill and, it's William and Pat Kirby.
Gotcha. Bill and Pat Kirby?
Yes.
All right, you tell.
And he's a blues guy, so I think he would enjoy it.
I know he will.
Well, please have him say hello when he gets there.
I absolutely will. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Joanna.
Have a good one.
Thank you so very, very much. We are with Mark T. Small, live in studio as he connects with his beautiful solo Delta and Chicago-style blues. Your school of blues, it really traverses a wide range of emotions and musical styles, doesn't it?
I love it. I just love it.
Yep. Give us a little bit more of a taste of what folks who come to tomorrow night's concert can expect. I'll
play a little bit of in the Delta style, and when you say the word blues, blues is really slow. And this is played with a flat pick and a nice slow blues. I'll just play a little piece of it. Feel like a broke down engine, baby. No driving wheel. Feel like a broke down engine, baby. Ain't got no driving wheel. Jumping down a lonesome. You know that's the way a man like me can feel.
Folks, can you? Of course you can. You can see why the best acoustic blues album of 2014 belongs to you. Truly are, a brilliant, a truly brilliant, passionate lover of blues, and yours goes much further than just performing and entertaining, although you do that with a master skill. You really do. You know how to embrace
I love it.
The room and the people. Yeah.
Well, it's like you said about Etta James. You can't fake it.
Mm-mm.
You just play it like you mean it.
Would it be too much for me if I asked you to play a little bit of... Somebody told me that your reinvention of the song "The Thrill Is Gone."
Okay, sure.
Would you mind?
I wouldn't mind at all. I'll just play a little piece of it.
Mark T. Small.
The thrill is gone. It's gone away from me. Get over you, baby, yes I will. So lonely I will be.
Yes. You're listening to the live performance of Mark T. Small, appearing tomorrow evening at the Wamsutta Club with Eddie Dillon in a very special concert. Tickets are only $15. You can get tickets at 508-509-2670. A full night of entertainment for you. Let's give away one more pair of tickets to, we'll give them away to the second caller at 508-996-0500 in the few minutes that we have left. And by the way, folks, marktsmall.com is where you go. And if you find some gorgeous looking Western boots, tell Mark I want them. Those are some fine looking Western boots.
Oh, thank you.
There is, may I also impose on you, I know that you have a very clever blend of rhythms when it comes to your rendition of Trouble No More.
Oh, sure.
Is that too much to ask?
No, I'd be glad to.
He's doing all of this on the spur, folks, and this is truly, you have to change up.
It's my pleasure.
Oh, it's our pleasure and honor to have Mark T. Small on the air performing live.
And this is actually a Chicago blues tune, but I do it in the Delta blues style to kind of, I try to switch things around to make them my own, so to speak.
Very
So
clever.
This is actually kind of the groove to Smokestack Lightning, but instead of Smokestack Lightning, it's Trouble No More. It goes like this. Care how long you gone, don't care how long you stay. Good time treatment, bring you home someday. Someday, baby, ain't no trouble for me anymore. Keep on betting that the dice won't pass. You know now, darling, you've been living too fast. Someday, baby, ain't no trouble for me anymore.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
excuse me, let's give away a couple tickets here. Caller, you are caller number 1, but thank you for phoning in.
Thank you.
You betcha. Caller, you are the lucky winner. You are the lucky winner. Hello there.
Hello, thank you very much.
You're welcome. What's your name?
My name is Chris Oliveira.
Chris Oliveira, show up tomorrow night, and your tickets will be there at the door.
Perfect. I'd like to say hi to Mark. I know Mark personally. He's a great guy. I'm very, very proud of him.
Chris, I thought that was you. How you doing,
Wow!
brother?
I'm doing great, Mark. How are you?
I'm doing terrific. And you know what? If you can bring Big Lou and,
I will. I'll
and
see
the
if I can
girls,
get 'em.
you guys, the 4 of you, you'll be on the guest list. You mentioned the interview, and I hope to see the 4 of you. It'd be a pleasure to see
I
you.
will do my best to do that for you, Mark. No problem.
That's great. It's wonderful to hear from you, Chris.
Thank
Great to
you.
hear from you. See you later, Mark.
You bet.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank
Bye-bye, my buddy. You see, you can tell by just their reaction, there is truly a mutual admiration for what you do.
Oh, well, thank you.
Folks, join us tomorrow night as Infinity Productions presents the Small Dillon Concert featuring our special guest of honor, Mark T. Small and Eddie Dillon. At 7 o'clock, the Wamsutta Club on County Street. Tickets $15. For reservations, call Xana at 508-509-2670. There's going to be a full special menu and bar. And we're also going to be celebrating Mark's recent award, deserving award, the Best Blues Album of 2014 by Blues Blast Magazine. Join us for a very special evening as we support and embrace 2 of the very finest musicians whose name with Shorty Billups and Lightning Hopkins and Muddy Waters right there is Mark T. Small, in my heart, in my opinion.
Thank you, Phil. I appreciate it.
As we make the exit here, what would you like to leave our listeners with? Any thoughts or musical interludes here? Any tunes?
Sure. I would just like to encourage people to look into the blues and listen to the blues. You know, when I first started playing, it was hard to find even the records. I mean, there'd be a record store might have 2 or 3 blues records.
Right.
With the internet now, it's everywhere, and you can sample the stuff on iTunes. So go out there and check it out. It just takes minutes. It is the history of our country.
You bet.
You know, it really is. So check it out. Put the pop music down for a little bit. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but check out some stuff on YouTube and iTunes and the internet in general. I also do a blues history newsletter. If you're on the mailing list, just go to marktsmall.com and send me an email. It's free. Once a month, I do a little history thing with my schedule that I send out, and I'd be happy to do that. So message me anytime through the website, and it'd be my pleasure.
Who better to teach it than the person who plays it?
Oh, thank you so much.
You know, you might even smell the aroma of good old Appalachian or Southern cooking. You never know.
Barbecue,
A
maybe.
little barbecue. Thank you from my heart. What would you like to leave our audience with, Mark?
Well, since I was talking about old John Lee Hooker, why don't I do a little piece of a John Lee Hooker tune? This is John didn't write this, but it has his signature groove in it, and it's on the new CD, the one that won the award. It's called Jockey Blues. Daddy was a jockey and he told me how to ride. Daddy was a jockey and he told me how to ride. He said once in the middle and then from side to side. Ride so hard, sometimes I ride all in my sleep. Ride so hard, sometimes I ride all in my sleep. 'Cause my daddy was a jockey and he told me how to ride. Daddy was a jockey and he told me how to ride. from side to side. Fine little pony, she loved to have her fun. She's a fine little pony, she loves to have her fun. Take me to the races, let me stay out all night long.
Whoa, no, thank you.
My pleasure, Phil.
Mark T. Small, ladies and gentlemen. Go to his website, marktsmall.com, and better yet, join him tomorrow night with Eddie Dillon at the Wamsutta Club. Tickets are on sale, $15 for a night of the very best blues. And speaking of that, the recipient of the best blues album of 2014 by Blues Blast magazine. Mark, it is a heartfelt pleasure to have you here. What a delight.
Thank you so much, Phil. I appreciate it.